Welcome back. Today we are going to solve biology past questions for 2025. In this video, I'm going to answer only 15 questions. I would give you 16 to 20 as assignment. You will do it and submit to me on my WhatsApp. If you are not my student, please comment. I want to join your students if you are interested. So I will send you the WhatsApp link and you will join us. So thank you. Let's continue. So our first question here says, in cellular respiration, which of the following serves as the final electron acceptor in the electron transport chain? Which serves as the final electron acceptor in the electron transport chain? Now, I know many of you might not be familiar with electron transport chain, but you might be familiar with TCA cycle. Anyway, so it means that JAMB can even ask you as technical questions as this. This is a high-level biology. So when you eat food, I wouldn't take much time to explain, but I just need to give you a background because you need to know about all these kind of things. Who knows whether you may be asked this kind of question, but in another way. And that's why I'm here with this kind of videos to give you light about everything. So when you eat food, it gets digested, the glucose is absorbed, it passes through electron transport chain after passing through glycolysis. All these are pathways of the breakdown of food. So after it passes through all this, it generates energy currencies, energy in form of chemicals. So these chemicals pass through what we call electron transport chain. It's a complex network of proteins arranged and several others in the mitochondria. So the major question here is the final acceptor of electron. So after all these processes happen, which of these compounds accept the electron? I may not be able to explain these things in deep because it's much and it's complex. I'm a student of biochemistry. I know what I'm talking about. So let me just get you familiar with the answer in this. This remains always the same. It doesn't change. Oxygen is the final electron transporter. ATP is usually generated in the process, and NADH and FDH are usually also go through electron transport chain to produce ATP. So please don't forget and never forget that oxygen is the final acceptor of electron in the electron transport chain. So let's move to question 2. Which says, which of the following best describes the function of ribosome in a cell? Oh, this is too simple. I believe you can answer it. So what's the function of ribosome? Protein synthesis, cellular respiration, energy production, transport of nutrients. What's your answer? Protein synthesis, correct. I hope you got it. So ribosomes are usually, they function as protein synthesis. That's the center for protein synthesis. Question 3 says, which of the following organisms is saprophytic? Saprophytic. They feed on dead organisms by absorbing. Okay, let me not explain too much so that you will know. You will not know the answer. Okay. Anyway. So which of this is a saprophytic organism? We have sundew, we have rhizopus, we have bladderwort, and we have mistletoe. This name is is not familiar. All right, so what's the correct answer? The correct answer is rhizopus is a saprophytic organism. Don't forget, things like mushroom, yes, they grow on dead wood. They are also saprophytic in nature. Don't be surprised to see exactly this kind of question, but different options. JAMB does this. I know what I'm saying. I have been coaching students on JAMB. So let's move to the Next question 4, which says, which of the following organisms exhibit an organ level of organization? Remember, levels of organization. We have cell, we have tissue, we have organ, and we have system. Yes. So which of the following organisms exhibit the organ level of organization? We have Hydra, we have Paramecium, we have Amoeba, and we have onion bulb. I have answered this kind of question sometimes in 2012. Yes. Can you imagine? That's why revising past questions is very, very important. So Hydra exhibit tissue level, Paramecium cellular level, Amoeba cellular level, but onion, it exhibits organ level. Do you remember? Tissue, when you have cells come together, organ when you have different tissues coming together, and system when you have different organs coming together. So onion have different tissues coming together to form it. That's onion bulb. So it exhibits organ level of organization. Okay, so we move to the next question, which is question 5. How many chromosomes are present in a typical human male somatic cell? This question is very deliberate and is full with information. So seeing this, I believe you also know answer to this. Number of chromosomes present in a typical human male somatic cell. They didn't say sex cell. So you have to be very, very careful because the numbers are not the same. Sex cell has different, somatic cells has different. So the correct answer is that a typical human somatic body cell contains 46 chromosomes arranged in 23 pairs. In 23 pairs. I hope that has been registered. Question 6 now says, which instrument is used to measure transparency of water bodies? If you want to measure transparency, how transparent a water body is, what do you use? A, Secchi disc, B, anemometer, D, hydrometer and hygrometer. I hope you see the way JAMB asks questions. So if you know how to measure humidity, how to measure pressure, you should be able to even just remove the wrong answers. You arrive at the correct answer. That's one good thing about objective questions. Once you can remove the wrong answers, then you will get the correct answer. So Secchi disc is flat circular disc lowered into water until it's no longer visible. So that's how you use to measure how transparent, how clear the water is. Okay, who proposed the theory of use and disuse of body parts? I believe you can answer this anyway. Can you remember who proposed that theory? Is it Charles Darwin? Is it Mendel? Is it Jean Lamarck? Is it Louis Pasteur? Oh, the correct answer is Lamarck. Lamarck's theory. Do you remember? So Lamarck proposed the theory of use and disuse when we are talking about why giraffes developed a long neck. Yes. Well, so many people oppose this theory, but in practical, it has its use. It has its use. We've seen it practically. Just start doing gym and be doing it very well. You will see what will happen to your body. You develop muscle, yes. So, and what he's trying to say is that the part of the body you use most will develop most. If you stop using it, it will wear away. More like, so is Jean Lamarck. Question 8 says, which of the following is a physiological variation? Where are my students? You should be able to answer this question. Oh my God. I remember making a lot of videos on this variation. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe. There are a lot of videos, educating videos that you would learn from. There are just a lot. So after watching this video, just subscribe and scroll through, check. I have even arranged them in playlists, so check. I have treated this topic in depth, and I know why I did that, because I have observed that JAMB asks questions, more questions in some topics than some. Like this question of variation and whatever we talk about, genetics and variation, JAMB can ask like up to 10 questions in a year. And keep following me, you will see. We are in 2025. After we are done with answering 2025 questions, we'll go to 2024. My goal is that we should be able to answer at least for 10 years. If we can answer at least 10 years, you are good to go. I will trust you. So you don't need to break. Just keep following me tightly. I upload one video every day. So keep following. Don't break the chain. I know what I'm doing. I know how this will help you in JAMB this year. If we can answer good 10 years, I can be confident of you to go into JAMB exam hall. So please follow me and don't break the chain. As you are watching this, tomorrow watch. In fact, if you go yesterday, you will see the yesterday one. Day before yesterday one is also there. So you can still go and do them. Assignments, try and do them. I know why I'm giving assignments also, just to keep you engaged and to make sure you also are participating in looking for this information. It helps you a lot. I know what I'm doing. Thank you once again. Last year, I had many students that scored 250 and above, even 300 and above. I had among the students I have trained. So I know what I'm doing. All right. So physiological variation, tongue rolling is the answer. Physiological variations refer to differences in bodily function or ability rather than physical appearance. So ability to roll a tongue is a physiological variation. All right, so we move on. So we have question 9. What is the correct order of progression in plant evaluation? What is the correct order of progression in plant evolution? Evolution rather. Do you remember evolution? Yes, I believe you should as a biology student. Starting from a smaller organism to as living organisms continue to evolve based on biological theories. So plants also have order of progression in evolution. So which one is correct? That is, you are expected to, or the arrangement should be from the one that is less complex to a more complex one to a most complex one. So A, we have alga. Don't mind the end. That end means an arrow, please. Anywhere you see it, it means an arrow. It's because I'm playing the PowerPoint on mobile phone as present. Okay, so we have algae, we have ferns, we have mosses, we have conifers. We have mosses, conifers, ferns, algae, and so on. So which one is the correct arrangement? So the correct arrangement from the least or from the simplest to the complex is B, which is from algae to mosses to ferns to conifers. And if you observe, all these plants is just from the simplest. Algae is simplest aquatic, you see, while mosses, based on this little explanation I've added. Okay, what I will do is that I will share this slide with you so that you'll be able to read a little additional explanation I put there on your own. So if you want it also, let me know in the comment section. Just tell me, I would like you to share the slides with me, and I will find a way to connect with you on WhatsApp if you are not my student and share them with you. And if you are my student, I already have your numbers, many of you. Thank you. So we move to question 10. Remember, we are answering 15 questions in this video, so we are almost done. Which of the following is involved in transportation of substances in plant? Transformation of substances in plant. A, xylem, B, phloem, C, both A and B, D, neither A or B. These are plant tissues. So the two are correct. Now, xylem transport mineral salts and water from the roots to the leaves, while phloem transport processed food, glucose and other things. You know, plants, especially green plants, produce food on their leaves by using carbon dioxide from the air to make glucose. So glucose moves down to the roots, back to the roots through the phloem. So both are used in transportation. Who knows, maybe in your question they will ask which of the following is used in transporting mineral salts and water in plant. Should be xylem. Or they will say which one is used to transport processed food or food from leaves to the root. Should be phloem. So there are many questions. In fact, from this alone, you can reshape the question. And that's why forming questions by JAMB, they are not difficult thing. All right, so question 11 says, what term describes the genetic makeup of an individual? So define genetic makeup of an individual. What term defines it? Genotype, dominant trait, phenotype, recessive trait. The correct answer is genotype. Genotype is defined as the complete genetic makeup of an organism. So never forget this. I will share this PowerPoint once again so that you can use your phone to check them and read the brief explanations I added. It will be very helpful to you. So here we are in question 12 that says, how do insects respire? How do insects respire? A. Long book. B. Trachea. C. Malpighian tubules. D. Gills. Remember, we're talking about insects. And now they are giving you organs of different organisms, including fishes. I'm seeing gill already. Okay, so the correct answer is actually trachea. If you, insects, for example, grasshopper, if you catch grasshopper and open it, you would see this trachea. That's what they use to respire. For gills, we know they are found in in fish. I'm saying long books are found in spider, and the Malpighian tubule is an excretory organ. Actually, is an excretory organ uh, in organisms, not respiratory organ. So, question 13: what's the function of a long, narrow, tubular beak found in some birds? Yes, some birds have a long, narrow, tubular beak. So what's the function of that in this kind of birds? Yeah, do you know? Can you give example? Those birds that used to catch fish, that feed on fish, they are, this is the exact description of their beaks. So what's the function? Sucking nectar, crushing seeds, catching fish, hey, for tearing. So what's actually the function? Okay, sucking nectar, you see? Oh, I was thinking they are describing that those kind of birds that catch fish. Okay, yeah, they suck nectar. So their mouth, that long beak will be able to, they can put it inside the flower to suck nectar. So that's actually the purpose. So a long, narrow, tubular beak is an adaptation for sucking nectar from flowers, seen in sun birds and hummingbirds. The beak is shaped to allow the bird to reach deep into the flowers to extract nectar. Aha, I've said that already. I did this work yesterday, but my mind is off it already. All right, so question 14. Which of the following macro is a macronutrient for plants? For plants, not human beings. Yes, I know you know for human beings is carbohydrate, protein, and fat. They are macronutrients. Okay, so now we are talking about plants. A, iron, B, copper, C, boron, D, nitrogen. You can guess this correctly. It's nitrogen because they form protein with it. In fact, it's part of the organic aspect of plant. But iron, copper, boron are minerals. They are minerals. So they are needed in little quantity. They are not macro, they are micronutrients. Know the difference, please. Thank you. All right, the last question is here. What is the composition of sucrose? Sucrose. Hi, simple questions. Oh, these 2025 people really got simple biology questions. Okay, so remember, sucrose is a disaccharide. Maltose is a disaccharide. I'm just giving more examples now. And then we have fructose is also a disaccharide. Now, this year they ask sucrose. Who knows whether they will ask you fructose? Yes, it's possible. Fructose. I'm sorry, I say fructose. Either lactose or maltose. Fructose is actually a monosaccharide, fructose, so note that. So sucrose usually contains glucose and fructose. Never forget this. And sucrose means sugar, our table sugar. Is a disaccharide. It has two sugar units. So it is usually made of glucose and fructose. Don't forget that. Now, what is lactose made of? Lactose is usually made up of glucose and galactose. Lactose is made up of glucose and galactose. What of maltose? Maltose is made up of glucose and glucose. You people, you start paying me. All right, so we have come to the end of today's class. I have a few questions for you as assignment. These questions, answer them on your own. No answer has been provided. So question 16 is here. What type of competition occurs when cows and goats graze on the same field of grasses? So tell me, question 16, question 17, what are the repeating units of a large DNA molecule? Hi! Very, very simple question. Phosphate, nucleotides, nitrogenous base or nitrogen bases, deoxyribose sugars. Hi! Simple questions. Question 18. There are just 5 that I want you to answer. Which of the following insect has piercing and sucking mouth parts? Hey! Hey! Cockroach, butterfly, housefly, mosquito. Alright, so question 19 says, what type of biological association is represented by a relationship between bacteria and protozoa in the rumen of a cattle? What kind of association exists between bacteria and protozoa in the rumen of a cattle? Is it symbiosis? Is it predation? Which is predator? Is it mutualism? Is it commensalism? You answer it. And then the last question, what term describes the maximum number of organisms that the resources in a habitat can support sustainably? A, operating capacity, maximum population, working potential, carrying capacity. Chai! Some questions say, even if you don't know, as you read them, you will say this one be the answer, and you are correct. Thank you, Jerry, for joining today's class. I'll be expecting your assignment. Please, if this is your first time of coming across my channel, support this channel by subscribing, by liking my videos. Share these videos with your friends. Don't leave them. You are helping them. You are helping yourself. And please watch these videos again. Now, I want to salute everyone that watched till the end. I know many students have dropped along the way. I always say it, if you don't have the staying power, you cannot make anything reasonable in life. Anything you want to learn, you must be able to just hold yourself. Even as the TV is saying, come and watch me. Your friends are saying, come, let's play a game. You just hold yourself and stay to it. Then you can become a genius in that area. So if you have watched to this point, I want to salute you and I want to know you. Please, this is what you do for me, right? I, then your name, have watched till the end. And I would do and submit your assignment. Please, if you wish to submit your assignment and you are not part of my students, kindly also indicate in the comment section. I would share the link for you to join and I will share my WhatsApp number so that you can send your assignment. Thank you once again. See you in the next video. Bye.